Hmm. Yes, Winston, you're Pugsley. I'm still not feeding you. Nope, not feeding you. Hey, everybody. I am trying to set up a little bit. I know I'm going live earlier than normal. I am looking for a tool. I'm hoping I put the tool back. I have a feeling I didn't. I have a feeling I put the tool somewhere else. Like, as in I used it and didn't put it back. No! Is it in here? Not in here. Let's take a look. Did I put it in there? No. Did I put it in here? No. Missing. Where did I put you? I remember the last time I used it, where I could have tossed it, because that's normally what happens when you're doing a project. You're like, where did that go? Well, I just dumped everything on the floor. Well, it's not a Jackie Live if you don't drop things on the floor. Let's see. Let me clean this up real quick. I have made a huge mess. So I ordered well, hey Alexational, how are you? How are you? I filmed an unboxing earlier today. I want to talk about it because I'm not very happy. And I want to explain why. Pick up everything I just dropped. Um, I'm actually not well. James shared his illness, and you can hear it. Hey, Ronnie. I spent the last 2 days at home because I got whatever James got, so I didn't go to work. I didn't try to even work. I came home Wednesday and pretty much have been in bed. So an hour ago, I got up and took a shower. So I don't know how long I'm gonna be on here, because I don't know how long I'm gonna be um good to go. So I want to show a tip though. I'm looking for a seam ripper. I don't know where I put my seam ripper. So I bought something. I'm not happy with it, and I want to explain why I'm not happy with it, because I love the person who made it for me. I purchased it. It wasn't sponsored. It's not gifted. I bought it. She is going to send me something. She is going to give me, but this is something I purchased. So this was a purchase, not a gift. And I wanted to explain what it is about this I don't like, um, because I love her. Um, yeah, I'm sick. You can hear it. And I have a souvenir from Miss Wednesday. Her toenails. We're trying to trim them, and they act like it's the end of the universe as we try to clip their nails because they're pugs. And I have more to tell you about my pugs later, but um, I'm trying to look for something while I talk to you guys. And I can't find it, and it's making me annoyed, which is normal. I guess it's normal. So I haven't been talking for 2 days, and I've been sleeping for 2 days. And it's just a viral infection, which means there's nothing you can do for them. You have to live with the viral infection. So let me show you the bag I bought. So I bought this from Naomi's Crafted. I love the bag. I love the style of the bag. I love the dust bag into a bag. I bought this. This is not sponsored, not gifted. I purchased it. I bought it at the beginning of last month. It just got here, which I'm happy with. What I don't like and didn't realize when I bought this is I don't like that this says Louis Vuitton, and I don't like that this says made in France. I know this is made in Taiwan. Not Taiwan, excuse me, Hong Kong. She's in Hong Kong. She made this. I'm cool with an upcrafted bag. I'm not cool with saying something that isn't. I would be much happier if this said handmade by Naomi in Korea. Not Korea. Every wrong place. Hong Kong. She's in Hong Kong, not Korea, not Taiwan. She's in Hong Kong. And if it just said made in Hong Kong by Naomi, I would be thrilled to carry this bag the way it is because I think it's well made and it's beautiful. But because this says Louis Vuitton, it is a Louis Vuitton style bag. It's a carry-all. I'm going to take this lovely X-Acto knife, or I should say box cutter, and I'm going to take off the stitching, and I'm going to take off this piece of leather. Because this leather, all this leather does is hold that strap down. And hey, Jeanette, and I don't like something pretending it's something it isn't. So it's my bag. And since it's my bag, I can do what I want with it. And I'm going to immediately take off thread. And hopefully this is not glued. Oh no, it is glued. No! It's glued and stitched. Well, we'll see. I'm still taking it off. I don't care. Perfectly beautiful bag. Spent $200 on. This is the part of me that's me. Some people would get this bag and love it. They don't care. They're like, it's awesome. But I like the fact, what I think is great about this bag is that it is an upcycled bag from a product that Louis Vuitton does make that normally is just a throwaway product. It's just a dust bag. A lot of people throw away their dust bags. A lot of people sell them. Some people keep them. Some people keep every box. I don't do any of that. So let me show you what it looks like underneath. There's a little bit of glue. Luckily, it's not a huge amount of glue. So that's what that looks like when you take off the stitching. And I'll have to, James? That's not a James. Pugsley, what are you two doing? Oh, if that's a Pugsley, where is Miss Wednesday? Miss Wednesday, what are you doing? There's pugs being naughty. Very naughty. We're tearing up something in there. I don't know what it is. Yeah, there's a little bit of glue and there's a little bit of thread. I don't care. I'm taking it off. Um, it's a cute. Oh, I love the bag, guys. I love the bag. This bag is awesome. I just don't like the fact that it says made in Paris or Louis Vuitton. I want in the leather. This is something that's added. This is something that's just in the style of. So yes, I am literally undoing it. You know, it's my bag. I can do whatever I want with it. I can tie dye it if I want. I what I liked about her upcrafted bags in general is I like the humor of it. I like the humor of taking something that is not something that's it's the shell. It's a shell. And it's a shell of a thing. It's a dust bag. It's meant to be. They're not the best quality in general. The Louis Vuitton ones tend to be more better quality than and the Hermes ones than like the Dooney ones are junk. We all know they're junk. Everybody who loves Dooney will tell you the dust bags are well. It's a shame. That's how people kind of respond to that. They'll say that's a shame. And so there's a little bit of glue residue, and I could probably get that off. And there's a little bit of staining here from something or other. I don't know, probably from glue. And I'll have to, because this has a lining, this is not as easy to just pull out the thread because it's lined on the inside. So I'm going to take off this other side too. And I'm also going to take off this because I don't like this part of the bag. I actually had the carry-all in the canvas, in the Louis Vuitton canvas. Okay, I had it. I owned it. I bought it. I sold it. I sold things to buy things to then sell things. I had a very long and intense Louis Vuitton journey, and I still want an LV GM Neverfull just because I've always wanted one. But I keep thinking to myself, Jackie, with your LV journey, Would you keep it? Um, so I don't know. I don't know. I keep looking at it because I do like, um, I love Louis Vuitton. It's a love, love, love relationship. It's just I can't afford Louis Vuitton. So I love the cheekiness of this of getting a Louis Vuitton item, which is their dust bag, taking it and turn it into an actual bag for 200 bucks. I'm like, yes, I will do that. But then when I look at the fine details, I don't know if I noticed this on my other one that I got from her that I love a lot too. If it had this, but this one does, and this one bothers me. It's a little bit. It went from a funny humor to blatant, too much of a copy ripoff, in my opinion. And I love her work. I think her work is amazing. As I said, if this bag had um, Naomi crafted and it had made in Hong Kong, I would rock this bag the way it came. But because she put on these tabs that say made in France, and I know this is made in Hong Kong, and this tab that says, and I'll show you if you can focus. Do you see that? That I can tell you is stealing copyright, intellectual property. That you cannot do. That bothers me. Hey Dee, so I bought this bag, guys, from Naomi. I purchased it. It was not gifted or sponsored. I bought this bag. She has a 50% off coupon. If you like her stuff, go use that coupon. Should they make great Christmas gifts? I love the style of this bag. I don't like branding other than on the dust bag because the dust bag is an upcycled product, and I would rather have that. And like the other things I don't like is um, Louis Vuitton on the feet. I can overlook that. I can overlook a lot of things. Because I'm not trying to say this is a Louis Vuitton bag. I'm saying this is a Louis Vuitton dust bag made in style of the carry-all. Made in the style of your bag. It's not your bag. We're not saying it's your bag. I'm just saying this dust bag was your bag, but this other part, this is just somebody's fan art. This is artistic license here. But then you take artistic license and you turn it into when you start putting made in France, and when I know it was made in Hong Kong, then that's when it's not kosher for me. So there's going to have some holes on here. There's going to have some glue marks on here. This is not going to be perfect. Because I'm taking off parts of it. I'm literally taking off parts of this bag. I love Naomi. She's a sister from another mother. I would love, if I lived anywhere near her, I would love to go meet her. I would love to go to Hong Kong and meet her. I want to hang out in her workshop room. I think she's the most talented person. But this is something I don't enjoy. And that's just a personal preference, which is why the things I have purchased from her have been very, very select. Like I got the Gucci bag in the style of a Birkin because I think it's funny. I think it's funny to say Gucci in a Birkin style bag. I think it was funny to get a Gucci dust bag in the style of a Jackie bag. I think it's funny to get a dust bag made into the style of a carry-all. I like humor. I do not at all. I think the garden party is phenomenal with the Hermes dust bag. I think it makes it funny to have, hey, look, Hermes, I don't need your bag. I have a dust bag, you know? Hey, Rael. Um, and so what you're seeing is actually probably friction pens. They're made to put marks to center things to do this when they're working on it. So I'm working on taking out the stitching. So because this has a lining and the way the bag's made, I'm not probably going to be able to get the thread out the way I want it, but that's okay. The other thing that bothers me about this bag greatly is the strap. So this strap says Louis Vuitton, and I didn't want a Louis Vuitton strap. I just wanted again, I wanted a bag handcrafted, made in the style of the carry-all with, this is a $200 bag. I spent $200 for this bag, and that's half off, guys. So yes, I will use it. I'm gonna use it. I don't have the skill to do the leather craft to make this bag. Yeah, I could take a Louis Vuitton dust bag and make a pouch, sure, but I don't have the skill with leather. So what am I gonna do with this? I'm turning it inside out so that the front side is now the bottom because I don't want that. I don't want this to say, hey, I'm trying to be something I'm not. So yeah, it's gonna look a little weird for a while. But this whole bag is gonna look weird because this if you know Louis Vuitton, you know Louis Vuitton didn't make this. This is not again, I'm not trying to pretend Louis Vuitton made this bag. I'm trying to say it's fan art. I really like your bag. I can't afford it, but I can have somebody else make it in the style and still enjoy it and still rep your brand because I like you, you know. So this is that. So those tabs I took off are there to hold down the leather. Hey Keith, you just missed me ripping apart this bag. So this is a bag from Naomi Crafted, and I didn't like the fact that on here are tabs that say made in France and made in and Louis Vuitton because this was made in Hong Kong and it was not made by Louis Vuitton. And I just turned the strap inside or upside down, inside out, I guess, because this is a top portion, this is the back portion, because I didn't want it to say Louis Vuitton, so I changed it. Hey Lisa, so I had today off and I have Monday off. Whew. I had the last 2 days off because if you can hear it, I am sick. James shared his illness with me. So I am sick and I don't know how long I'm going to be on here for, but I've spent 2 days in bed. And so, anyhow, I wanted to share with you my feelings on this bag. And hi, Marilla. So if you like Naomi's Crafted, her items right now are 50% off for Christmas with the code Christmas, right? Her here's the thing that kills me about this is her artistry is amazing. Her talent cannot be denied. She made this from photos on my Instagram, guys, and it's the spitting image of Watson. Her talent is amazing. I think she changes herself when she does this. When she says this is made in France and Louis Vuitton. What this should say is upcycled and handcrafted by Naomi's Crafted. Because this is what it is. It's an upcycled item made by Naomi. You know, it's not, I don't want it to say try to be Louis. It's supposed to be funny. It's supposed to be funny. It's supposed to be cheeky and funny, and I'm making fun. And hey, Louis Vuitton, I can't afford you, but hey, look, I can still rep your stuff. I still like your stuff. So I think the only thing I can't take off right now are the feet because the feet, the way they're screwed in, is underneath the lining. The quality of this bag is amazing. The craftsmanship of this bag is amazing. Everything about this bag was amazing until she put other brand stamping in here, and that's what killed me. Um, so anyway, this is going to be, I'm going to do some stuff to fix the glue. I have glue on here where I took off the leather bit, and I have friction marker where they put center point so that they could put this in correctly. I mean, they did an amazing job. It's perfectly centered. This is a beautifully crafted bag. I'm not knocking it at all. I think it's beautiful. I just wish it had said made in Hong Kong by Naomi Crafted because that's what it was. And even if it was made in her studio with her, people, she's not a big production house. You can't, you these are made at home in her house, like in her workroom. She makes these, so I think you should say, "Hey, I made these." But whatever. Um, I think she's too talented and she's underselling herself when she does these. That's what I'm saying. So anyway, I'm gonna put this to the side. I'm gonna get over it. I'm gonna fix it some more. I'm going to put Carbon Pro on that. I am going to also put patches on there, and I'm gonna deck that out. And it's not gonna look like anything LV ever made because it's not something LV made. LV didn't make it. Naomi made it. Um, thanks, friend. It has been brutal, says Maria. I completely agree, Jackie. I'm disappointed the Made in France was put. Yeah, me too. Very, Maria, very, very, very disappointed. And I don't think that was on my other one that I got. That was an upcycled, upcrafted from the denim collection. So I don't know why on that particular bag that had that, or she chose to put the stick. Because that's a choice, right? Those leather pieces. That's a choice. She has to stamp those on there, or she bought them pre-stamped, or because they do sell kits to make these bags where all you do is put the fabric in there. Like all the pieces are pre-cut and you can just make the bags if you have the equipment in the, or if you can sit there and do the hand sewing. I mean, they're sold everywhere. I think Ed Braun did one. Um, so they could have been pre-done. It could have been pre-done, pre-ordered, and she's just making the final product with assembly pieces. Like she's not cutting out those pieces herself. Like I don't know. Um, but yeah, D, I've had vertigo twice and it's awful. I've had vertigo and I've had to be in bed for a week because of it. And the only thing they can give you for vertigo is the same medication you take for seasickness and motion sickness. Hey, Laura. So I'm ill, but I also had another bag I I got this week from Goodwill. So last week when James was in the ER, my moment of weakness, I caved and bought a bag. This is the bag. It came in yesterday, maybe. The dogs are like, we want dinner. I'm like, nope, not. So this is the Dooney and Burke bag I got. I have this in blue. This also comes in red. I don't have it in red. I think it might even come in a mustard color, but I have it in green now. And I'm going to stop with green. I'm not going to buy another one. Green and blue is enough. So I keep telling myself that. And I keep buying repeat. So I bought a couple shelves. They're coming in the mail. Um, I'm going to work really hard on trying to get this room where all my bags are visible. So they're not just in bins, so I don't forget I have them. Because I had a bag I forgot I owned. I literally forgot I owned it until I saw it. And then I'm like, oh, I forgot I bought you. And I can tell you, I don't know which platform I bought it on, but this is a Ferragamo bag, guys. This is a designer made in Spain, Ferragamo, beautiful leather bag, absolutely gorgeous. Two exterior pockets, like absolute the leather on this is phenomenal. And when I was moving my bags, it was stuck in my shelf and I picked it up like, when did I buy that? And it took me a long time to figure out when I bought it. Um, oh, you just got a Dooney Satchel and 4-screen D. That is awesome. D right now, Dooney has a bag for $200. I think it's on I Love Dooney, or it might be on Dooney. Um, that is a $200 satchel. I want it. I'm not buying it. I don't have the money. I can't justify it. I have 3 other satchels. Thank you, Jeanette. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. So Craig's not going to be in here tonight. He's going to be on the replay crew. Um, Jolie might be lurking. She's I don't know. She says she's having sciatic issues, so she might. Oh no, Jolie's here. Combo with hubby here now. Yeah. I don't know if you heard my rant, Jolie, about Naomi Crafted, whom I love dearly, and I believe is a sister from another mother. And the only reason I'm ranting about Naomi is because I think she is more talented than she's selling herself out to be with this bag. And I think this bag is cool. And hey, Morella. Oh guys, did you guys see Autumn Beckman's video about the Coach Christmas stuff coming out? Oh my goodness. Okay, nope, just got here. Okay, let me show you. So, repeat moment. This is a Naomi crafted bag. This had a tab here, which I cut off. There was a tab here, which I cut off. There was the leather ties, which I took off. And the tabs I took off because they were stamped with Made in France and one said Louis Vuitton. I didn't buy an upcycled bag in the style that Louis Vuitton makes to try to be a Louis Vuitton bag. I bought this because I thought it was funny. I think it's funny to say, "Hey, Louis Vuitton, your dust bag, the part of the bag you don't care about, it's the cover of your bag, we can make it into a bag in the style of your bag, and I can use it and still rep your brand because I still like it." And I think that's funny. I like that. I think that's hilarious. I think that's humor. I think that's fan art. I think that's fun. Um, I don't if that had said made in Hong Kong by Naomi, I would have been thrilled. And I've been telling that to Naomi. I've been telling Naomi, Naomi, I love your stuff. Say you made it. Put your name on it. So I took off the tabs. I took off the leather. It's my bag. I spent $200 for it. And I love it. And I'm gonna wear it and I'm gonna continue to do more stuff to it. I'm gonna put patches on it. I'm going to do some stuff on it. I think she's way more talented than to have that represent her, which is why her name isn't on it. It's just like I do think I have a feeling that stuff like that is a kit. Like you can, because I've seen them other places. You can buy the kits to make these bags. Um, if you want to Ed Brond in it, you can do it all kinds of different ways. But I'm just saying that I think she's far, far too talented to have that be what she sells. And honestly, for $200, I think it's a great bag. For $200, I'd buy it again. For the original price, I would not. No, I wouldn't. So with the 50% off coupon, I think it's a great bag. So anyhow, um, I was going to talk about. Oh, I was showing you my Louis Vuitton. And did anybody see Autumn Beckman's video on um, Coach Christmas? You know how Louis Vuitton does their animation? Well, I can't say that Coach is copying them because Vivian isn't on there, but on the Coach version of the animation, because they're making their own animation, they have this beautiful planner they're coming out with. It has like a polar bear on it. It's very cute. It's very much like the sticker collection they just came out at the outlet. Um, it's really pretty. And here's the thing: if you go to like Macy's or Dillard's, the other department stores, you can already see these collections. They're not live yet on Coach, but their distributors have them. So there's a crystal collection that just came out with Coach. I'm not a huge fan. I think honestly Marc Jacobs is a little prettier than the Coach crystal, but then this is just me looking at photos. Like in real life, who knows? They did a crystal collection with the outlet. It was very pretty. So I can't say that the Chrisman one won't be pretty. They are doing a velvet Coach Tabby, which velvet traditionally is silk, but it has not been made with silk in, I don't know, decades, since the 80s, 70s. Um, Now I have a feeling the velvet is just a texture and not a textile um, on these bags. So I think it's more like, oh, it's in velvet, which just means a plush velour, probably nylon polyester. I'm not sure that Tabby is going to be velvet. And velvet, while is very elegant and in the right setting, it attracts all, if you have pets, all the fur. All the fur. I don't recommend velvet. Velvet is one of those textiles you keep in a dust bag at all times. Um, I actually don't like dust bags on my bags unless my bags are white, light colored white bags or delicate in some way where it needs to be protected. Otherwise, when I buy a bag, I take the dust bag out and I throw it inside the bag or I throw it in a bin. Not the garbage bin. I use them. I use them for other things, but I don't. I'm the person that would sell and have sold fancy dust bags because I don't use them. My bag is made of leather. Um, Dust, honestly, you can just remove dust, and you should be putting your bags in a place, that is, climate controlled, low light, not in direct sunlight, not in a humid place. So it's like What are y'all doing with your bags? Mm. So I've been sick. I haven't been watching a lot of YouTube. You would think I have, but no, I've been sleeping. I literally have been sleeping for like 2 days, trying to get rid of this viral whatever. My husband's like, "We're going to the doctor." I'm like, "There's nothing they can do for a viral infection. They're going to tell you to drink water and sleep. They're going to give you ibuprofen and Motrin. Well, ibuprofen is Motrin, a Tylenol and Motrin." Um, Dee says I have 3 different types of tabbies, and I'm at tabby maximum, Ronnie. No more tabbies for me. Hey, Rael, I would like the tabby wristlet, maybe. Um, I almost bought one. Kind of wish I had, but um, most of my problems with the tabby. I love the pillow tabby. I love the quilted tabby. I like the box tabby, the messenger tabby. There's a lot of different tabbies out there. Is the straps aren't long enough for me. So for me, I still think the studio is a better bag. And the studio, apparently, they do have it still at Macy's. I saw that, but and it's funny because it's not that much different. This one's the studio than a tabby. The only difference is that the buckle clip, instead of a flap that has a clap, just a magnet, just has a buckle like that. And it actually has a lock on the buckle, which I think is ridiculous. Craig, he's gonna be on the replay crew. He's the. I went live a little early, so our timing was off. I went live early because I don't know how long I can be here. Oh, let me text Jennifer real quick because she probably doesn't know I went live early. So how's everybody's week? I like the soft tabby, the one I had, but I traded it out. Kind of wish I kept it, but not really, because it was suede, and I love suede. But it was a teal suede with a navy trim. It was a very pretty bag, and I traded it out for a Michael Kors bag with a friend. She got it for her, well, the person from a group, right? So she bought it. She sent that to her sister, and I got one of her Michael Kors bags, and we were both happy. Thank you, Keith. A Coach City bag, nice. Um, my poor pugs, they're starving. They're like, we have empty tummy syndrome. Um, how was Halloween for everybody? Um, we um we just put candy out on the front stoop with a big bowl on a table thing, and we only went through half a thing of candy. The people were very respectful, didn't take a lot of candy, and I'm like, "Ugh, take all the candy. I don't need any of this candy." Um, I did purchase a couple hang tags from a friend who's a reseller. Um, so I'm just waiting for it to ship. I put Christmas decoration decor on Halloween. Ronnie, I love it. Fabulous. Oh, guys, put up your Christmas stuff right now. I know Thanksgiving is happening, but with all the money people put into their Christmas decor and how much people love it, put it up for 2 months. Put a turkey next to it. Make it funny. Put a pun out there. Say something like, I like the little meme you see of Santa Claus, and then there's a turkey pushing Santa out of the way, saying, um, "Wait your turn, fat man." I think that's hilarious. Something like that. Make it fun. Decorate your house. Put up lights. You know, I say that. I don't do that. We don't decorate for the holidays. I mean, I put a little sign up for Halloween. I'll put a little sign up for Christmas. Like I have a nativity out there set and stuff, but I don't do the lights and the bulbs and the um all the electrical stuff. I don't have the animatronics. I don't have the blow up things. And I think it's cool for people who have kids. I don't have kids. I don't care. When I was younger, I wanted to do these things. My dad didn't want us to. He was anti, he was just Mr. Grinch, okay? He loved Christmas. He just didn't like decorating. Jennifer and I used to decorate the house, and we would um, we'd spend so much time decorating the house. We had all our family ornaments, but then we had taken all of our family ornaments to my grandmother's home because we always used to decorate at her house because we spent Christmas at her house. And at her passing, those things didn't get separated out. So all of our childhood ornaments that we had collected for years went with the junk man. And my sister was devastated because they were our kindergarten ornaments, and first grade, second grade. And she wanted to keep those for her kids, so that was tough for her. So we've rebought all the things. I have a brand new tree. Jenny has a whole brand new tree. Um, it's completely nothing from our childhood. So we're trying to make those childhood memories for her children. Like, try to make special ornaments every year for the kiddos. And but it turns out her children love Halloween. And we're running out of time. Violet's 10, going to be 11, and we're running out of time to make those memories mean something. But it was really funny last night. I said, Jen, well, how was trick or treating? And she said, well, it was hot. It was very hot here. And she said, I took Connor to two houses. He got some candy. He got to wave his sword around. He got to wear his little outfit. He wanted to go back into the house. So basically, I don't think they even got out of their cul-de-sac. And then he went back inside. Now, Violet and Dad, they went trick-or-treating further afield. They went to go get more candy. But the 4-year-old, he's like, I'm good. They have more candy than a candy store in their house. They do not need to go get candy from anybody. So what Andy had done was take the candy they normally pass out and just give candy to kids as they found kids, while they're walking in the neighborhood because they had turned off the lights in their house. Hmm. Yeah, mom's ornaments. Yeah, used to be much cooler here when we were kids. Yeah. Well, I've literally spent 2 days not talking, catching up to me now, but we'll keep on going. I love hanging out with you guys. I've thought about, oh, well, I can still do my live. I'll be fine. I actually did a members video of my inner sanctum. So my inner sanctum is my bedroom cabinet. It's the cabinet that's in my very, very, very first video I ever did. And what's in that cabinet has changed, but that cabinet is still my inner sanctum. And it's not necessarily my most prized or most loved. Most of them are, but it's just the ones that I know they're my party bags, my special bags, the ones I don't use every day. I have a really big tote in there that is one of my prized possessions. I have two of them. I have one in natural and one is in a red natural combo. I had the chance to get the emerald combo or the marine combo, but I didn't have the money. And I had to talk myself off the ledge. I had to tell myself, Jackie, you have two. You do not need every color they come in. Leave it alone. So I left it alone. Um, your breathing, your breathy voice is very Jolie. The rasp. Where is Winnie? Where is Winnie when we need? That is hilarious. That I felt so set up. I almost read that whole thing out too. I sound like a smoker. Um, oh, I've been listening to the stuff about Diddy. Oh my, I don't know if y'all follow. true crime and law and crime stuff, but oh my gosh, the stuff coming out about him is just like, who knows how much of this is truth and fiction, but oh my gosh. It makes me question the entire entertainment industry. Hey, Saya. Thank you for calling 1-800-DOONey After Dark. That's funny. Well, so Saya survived yesterday's Halloween because he works in the mall, and malls, everybody. I mean, oh my gosh, the amount of people. Ugh, I love crime stuff. Yeah, so I've been watching a lot of the Sarah Boone case, and I've been listening. I haven't really listened to that stuff, but hey, Monica. Um, but the stuff with Diddy. Oh my gosh, I think that trial is going to be just crazy, crazy town, and I don't know what to believe. It's like I don't know what to believe. All I know is that I'm waiting for the transcripts. Uh, Science says I was a kid. My nightmare, yes. And my sister's a teacher, right? So she teaches high school, and she says Halloween should be a holiday. I says the kids, nobody paid attention. Nobody, um, the kids were just a nightmare teaching because a lot of people went to school dressed up. It's a big deal. Um, I did get to watch Dacob's Halloween broadcast. It didn't come on till I woke up and at 3 o'clock in the morning my time, and he was on. I'm like, whoa. So I didn't really listen to him till today on the replay. And so that was fun. Yeah, I know we need Winnie. And then I watched I didn't go to Scott Alicious McFabulous's live. I love him, but his lives are just like I need anti-anxiety medication to be in his lives. His lives he gets a lot of trolls. And sometimes he plays them, sometimes they're actually trolls, so I can't tell. I take things too literal, so it's hard for me to deal with that. So I've been hanging out with my children. These children, let me explain. And they're both sitting next to me, by the way. They're both waiting for me to give them dinner. Um, they This is the first time I've been home alone with the dogs without James. So just me. James is doing better. He's not 100%, but he shared his illness with me, so I'm worse than he is. He's been able to go to work the whole week, except for half a day on Monday, and he's he's been fine. He's okay now. I think, and it's a viral infection. You just have to suffer through it and have your body fight it off. There's nothing they can really do. Yes, there are antivirals, but I'm not really running a high fever. I mean, it's a low fever that Tylenol is taking care of, so it's not like something I feel like, oh, I must go to the hospital. I'm drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking, like tons and tons of water. And I'm not even having ice water, which is my preference. It's just room temperature water and hot water. Um, because it's just that's when you know you're sick. When room temperature water is perfectly cool. Fine. I'm an extreme person. I like things to be very hot or very cold. So for me to drink room temperature water, it's serious. Um, yeah, the best you can do is treat symptoms. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, if you my one of my older doctors before, he used to prescribe a Z-Pak for the person who had to have a prescription or they felt like the doctor wasn't doing their job. But he goes, it's not. If you really have an infection, the Z-Pak isn't really going to do anything. You really need. He always would give a 10-day course of antibiotics. Most people give 7, and I said, well, why do you give 10 instead of 7? Because you're like, you really want this to go away. You know, take the 10 days. Get rid of this. Hi, Mr. Pugsley. So what I can tell you about my dogs, what I've learned is that I'm not the favorite parent, that James is much more favored than I am. And both of these dogs are old, as the same age, if not older, than Watson was. Now, Watson, when we got him, had heartworms, so he went through treatment. So he was a lethargic dog when we got him. So after his treatment, he changed his personality. He was very much more outgoing, very more active, a very awesome dog. And um but now that I have these two children that are his same age, I think Watson has always had a heart issue since the heartworms. Because I was talking to James about it. Because I'm not always tell you my pug sleeps 20 hours a day. I wasn't joking. Watson slept 20 hours a day. He really napped all day long, and he was only active like for 4 hours. That was his normal. These guys, these two little darlings we've gone through the honeymoon phase into test one, test two, because they are so much more active, way more alert, a lot more rambunctious, way more activity. They want to do more things, not at all like Watson was. And Watson was our first pug ever. So this is our, second time having pugs. And we definitely see a difference in these two dogs. And Watson was perfect. I love Watson. These dogs are perfect too. They're just, they're dogs. Um, they want attention. They're companion dogs. And the thing about, um, this is why they're James's perfect dog. He wants a dog that's a companion dog. I like dogs to be dogs. Um, so But I love these dogs. Do not get me wrong. These dogs are perfect. I love them, but their personalities are creeping out. They're creeping out. They're very active. So once they got used to the fact that their favorite person was not home, and I was, um, the thing is, the boy, Pugsley, he can jump off the bed and on the bed, but he's a princeling and he wants to be carried onto the bed. He can jump on the bed, but he wants to be picked up onto the bed, but he will jump off the bed. Right? Now, Miss Wednesday, she's too delicate and tiny. She must be lifted up and lifted down. She cannot do it. She's too small. So she is stuck on that bed if what Pugsley leaves the room, and he does. He'll jump off the bed. He'll hear something. He'll run out to the front of the house. Wednesday will be stuck on the bed with me, and Wednesday's like, "I want to be with my brother. I want to see what's happening." I'm like, "Oh, I'm not letting you. I'm not taking him out. I'm not lifting you down. You're staying on the bed." And then Pugsley will come back to the bed and he'll be like, "Okay, I have gone everywhere. I've seen everything. Let me on the bed again." I'm like, "Well, you can come on the bed. You got off the bed by yourself." And he's like, "Oh, but pick me up." I think I'm being played. I honestly think I'm being played because I'm the one picking them up and off the bed. And I'm learning their tails and their character, and they're fun. And they're very much like they don't want to miss anything. So as soon as I get up, and I get up out of bed to turn around or to reposition or something. I'm not actually leaving the bedroom because I'm sick at home, or I'm drinking water or something. And they're like, "Where are you going?" Like, "I'm not going anywhere. Go back to sleep." So it's been an adventure. And they do sleep a lot better at night because once since I'm home, they have been running around and going in and out and wanting water and they want dinner. And yesterday I caved and fed them dinner early. Um, oh dear. James's mother. Ooh, I think there might be a miscommunication. Anyhow, he is not. Sorry, I blew my nose. I just wasn't even thinking about it. I know that's rude, you know, but so is sniffling. You know, my dad thinks he is the prince. My dog thinks he's a prince, and we are his servants. Absolutely, these two do also. This one does. This one does very much. Very much think he is. Hey, Lynn. He thinks very much that he is a king of the castle. He wants to be next to people. He's a bully to his little sister, our older sister, like any little brother should be. Um, and she'll snap at him like she should because he's very pesty. You know, Wednesday. Hi. Can I pick you up and show you off now? You never let me pick you up to show you off. No, don't scratch my face. I already have one war wound. Yeah, they're both hungry. We're waiting for James. He's gonna feed you, and he'll eat like in 2 minutes. These guys eat so fast. So anyway, I'm kind of excited for the Coach Christmas stuff coming out. I'm not gonna buy any of it, mainly because I only have I have two Christmas bags. One's a Dooney Christmas dogs animation, Disney dogs, and then one is a Peanut, um, the cartoon comic Christmas, and I think two Christmas bags are plenty. My sister's been buying some Christmas sweaters. Have you guys know about the company called Queen of Sparkle? Um, Queen of Sparkle is normally located in smaller boutiques, and her stuff get um, plagiarized all the time. And her sweaters normally sell for $150 to $200. They're really expensive sweaters, and um, my sister loves them. She loves clothes. She does not love bags. She loves clothes. She's been finding some, and she got one or two sweaters, and she got them on sale or pre-loved. People are selling them. They still sell for a high dollar because they're expensive sweaters. Um, so she got one coming. Actually, I can show you a photo. She was very happy with it. I think she ordered two of them. Okay. Well, I don't know if I can show you that photo. She'll yell at me. I can show you this photo. This is one she ordered. This is so those are sequin appliques. So that's a fully sequenced bunny. Both of those bunnies are completely sequenced bunnies, and they're on the sweater, and it's plus size. So this sweater, I think she got it for a good price because it was this past season. But and I'll show you another one she ordered. She ordered how many images up is that? This one, she got this one pre-loved, and it's y'all, and it's all of the appliques are sequins, and they're expensive mainly because, well, they're plus size. If you were a person over the size of, I don't know, 14, things cost more. Oh, guys, did you see Lisa's Luxury Life in the Middle, her video today? She, and I'm gonna spoil it for y'all if you haven't seen it. She has a Dior bag, and when people really love something, you can hear it, you can feel it. Like, you guys can tell I'm not well. You can know my energy's down, I'm sick. You can tell it, me, right? But watching her video on this bag, and I'm not a huge Dior fan. I don't really have, huh, I don't have a Dior bag. I had a Dior bag. I had two. They were vintage, and one I do believe was a counterfeit. I didn't know that. It was one of my very, very early buying times on eBay. And um but I don't actually have any Dior bags. My mom does, I don't. Um anyhow, she got the newsprint pattern that says New York, Paris, and it's a wonderful story that goes with it because it was a big ordeal to get this. And I always wonder, like, how much effort people put into buying something because those bags are thousands of dollars. They're not a few hundred, they're a couple thousand, you know, several thousand. I think it's more than two. And it was very interesting to see how happy that made her. You know, how happy she was to get that bag, and it made me happy to see her have that bag. And then I also watched, Yoda Style. She had a video today or today or yesterday, I don't know when it came out. She's selling one of her Louis Vuitton Capucines beautiful bag. Um, I think for $4,000. And I loved how she says it. She said, well, if this doesn't sell, I'll be okay. I'm not gonna be too heartbroken about it. Hmm. Dee says Dior makes beautiful bags, but they're not for me. You know who has some beautiful bags? She hasn't been on here for a while, but Dawn's Donuts, she has some beautiful Dior bags. I mean, stunning. Um, oh yeah, Ronnie, I love it when people are excited about their bags. I love it because I love all the bags. I love bags. I like holding things. I like the expression. I like people showing how they use it, style it, wear it. Like I like Dale's addiction because she's always showing how she uses her quirky bags. I don't watch all of Dale's videos, you know. I don't watch all of Amelia's videos, but I do follow them on Instagram because they do styling photos all the time. Jennifer! Hello, Jennifer. Hey, as you can hear, I am not well. James shared his sickness, and I've been home for 2 days, and hopefully over the weekend I can get over the worst of this and just spend time sleeping because I have a huge job I have to get finished on this week. I think James just came home. We will find out in a second because Mr. Pugsley is staring. I'm petting him right now. He's staring at me and just, please, I'm starving. Hey, hun. Yeah, so James just got home. Jamie,
What?
they have not been fed.
Are they hungry?
Yes, they're having empty tummy syndrome.
Are you on videos?
Yeah, I'm alive.
Do you want your food?
I'll go eat out there, in a minute. Um, Ronnie says the thing I love about Dale is that all of her bags suit her and are in a color theme. Yes. Jolie says I'm in the midst of beginning on a full house decluttering. When I get to shoes, clothes, and bags, it's on. I ordered 3 new bookcases. They're coming in the mail. To I can probably fit 2 more on top of those in the space I have these bins in, and I'll just stack them, because they have wheels, I can just move them around, and I don't need my husband to assemble them, I can assemble them. And I am going to put everything up and put everything out of a bin that can be out of a bin. Hey, Christiana. Yes, it's November, right? Is everybody excited? I'm excited. Um, and that is why James is the favorite. Oh yeah, James is the favorite. Yeah, because he feeds them. I know. Yeah, I know. And he gives them all the attention. Like I tell you, I am the one that I'm a porcupine or a cactus. I don't like. Okay, I have a story. I have a funny story. Um, when thank you, Christiana. When we were in Thailand, when you visit family, if there's a family member living in the area you're visiting, you must stay with them or you have mortally offended them. I'm not kidding. It is the truth. Unless it's prearranged that everybody's going to a resort, if you go into a town or a city where you have family and they know you're coming or find out you're coming, social media, and you don't stay with them, you have mortally offended them. So um, in America, when you have guests come over, most of us say, "Oh yeah, you have a guest room. That's awesome," because that's what you kind of do here. Like you give them a guest room, or there's a pull-out sofa or something, a space dedicated for guests. Now in Asia, not so much that style. Normally, you end up at a family member's home. One of the family members gives up their room, shares with another family member. Like when we went to go visit my cousin, they stayed with an aunt and we stayed in their house in their room. And I mean, the other people were there, but the room we were in belonged to the person who that room belonged to. They stayed with an aunt next door, right? So we took over their room, and they got kicked over to stay with the aunt, right? So okay, so we're in their room, and it's a very nice room. It's a king size bed. It's my sister, my mother, and myself. I was maybe 14 or 15. We were children, but I was still a big kid. I was never a young. I've always been a toss around in the bed person. My sister and my mother are very much um still sleepers. They lay down, they go to sleep, right? My sister would sleep in the middle. I always wanted the edge, but then I would steal all the blanket. So nobody wanted to sleep with me because I stole all the blanket. I toss and turn like a banshee. I've never slept well. Sleeping well has never been something I have done. I've always stolen blankets, tossed and turned, always. So, king size bed, 3 people, no problem. I would always opt to sleep on the floor. I said, no, no, mom, no, you and Jen, you take the bed, no worries, I'll sleep on the floor, it's fine. The floor, no futon, no mattress, the floor. I was 14, the floor was fine when I was 14. Now I couldn't, if I slept on the floor, I couldn't get up.
You never started the wash.
I did start it? Well, then just pull it out and you put your
I
mom's.
just already hit play.
Oh,
You just tapped it. You need to hold it until it goes.
well, I'm sorry. I tried to do a quick wash before I got home, and obviously that didn't work. Um, so anyway, I would always sleep on the floor. So that is how much of a not hugger, not group person I am. James knows this. James is a hugger. He's a cuddler. He wants to hug a pillow. He sleeps like the dead. So with the puppies, I've always slept right next to him, and he loves it. I'm like, great. Um, yeah, he is a hit play. The Samsung washer and dryer we have the buttons where you have to hold it for 3 seconds. I always take it off on the last number so it never actually goes to play. Give me a dial and a button any day. Any day. I will I should have bought the washer and dryer which had the dial that I wanted. It was a smaller capacity, but it was something I could actually reach into because oh my gosh. But no, I got talked into the steam setting. So I said, okay, well, we get the steam setting. I will never buy a front loading washer again, ever. I will only get a top loading. I refuse. I refuse. Never again. Anyhow, um, yeah, laundry. Yeah. So anyway, I always slept alone, or so when he's not with me, the dogs are like, "Let me sleep on top of you," and I'm like, "Oh." I swear it's because I shared a room with my twin sister, and she's always been a hugger, and she's always glommed onto me, and it's been like this since we were kids, and I've always been like, "Mm, I will hug you," but it's one hug. Flexational says front loaders leak. My dad was an appliance repairman. Yeah, and you have to leave them open. So after you run a wash cycle, you leave the doors open. Like, because it has to dry out. Those seals have to dry out or you get mold. So you can't, I mean, how stupid of a design is that? That you have to, my utility room is it's not a room, it's a walk through to the garage with a space. So it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. I will never buy another front loader ever again. Anyhow, I was talking about, is anybody, now that Christmas season is full swing, November is just the gear up to let's spend money for Christmas. What's everybody doing? Anybody panicking yet? I'm not panicking. Um, Jolie says, I love your front loader. Nope. No, no. Mhm. is that I my sister needs to buy a new washer and dryer. So I think hopefully they'll be able to buy one at the Black Friday, pre-Black Friday sales. I don't know. I am, but I'm not. My boyfriend has too many. Oh my gosh. Okay, Ronnie. Have you guys asked, can we just draw names or just not gift? If you have all those siblings and you have to buy them gifts, and then you have to buy their spouses and their children's gifts, it's a lot of gifting. I've asked for years when we had a larger family, can we just do draw names? It doesn't work unless everybody agrees. Hmm. Yeah, everybody has to agree. And actually, the family that we do Christmas with, they have a huge family. Like 7 kids, 13 grandkids. It's a huge family. All the grandchildren draw names for other grandchildren. So every kid gets a gift, and parents, of course, give gifts to their kids. That's their kids. And then the parents, we don't we don't give gifts. All the siblings, all the spouses, no one gifts anybody. What we do is we do um a themed Christmas thing. Like there's a dollar amount, like let's do under $50 or something, and everybody does a gift, and it's a prize. There's no names. It's kind of
Your food is on the table, the gravy was starting to melt through the bottom of the thing, so I
Okay.
put it in another. So it's sitting in a bowl, not
Okay.
in, but
Okay.
still in its container.
Fine. Thank you. Hey, your mom text. Did we have clothes to get her? Your mom's text saying that we had clothes. Okay, then, misunderstanding.
Oh, I didn't get her groceries,
Ah,
and she wanted me to do the laundry.
okay. Um, so in that family, and it's my, my they're not my family by blood. They're my family because they adopted us. Um, so we get to go and we join in their family festivities, and they have all the kids, and it's overwhelming. It's a lot. And so with the adults, once the kids have all done their opening of the gifts, the adults will do theirs, and it's a steal it 3 times kind of a deal, and it's hilarious. It's so much fun. So much fun. So sometimes it's like a coffee theme or just like an alcohol theme or just like festive anything, just bring anything, and then it's so much fun when you sit there and you have the gift everybody wants. uh
Yep.
I do.
Okay.
James is going to go on to the grocery store. He forgot to pick up his mom's groceries. His mom didn't tell him about the groceries. He's a little annoyed, I can tell it. Christmas doesn't make me panic since any small kids have grown up and the adults don't expect anything gift wise. Oh yeah, it doesn't make me panic too. Now, Ronnie says he has 3 siblings, 3 significant others, and 5 nieces and nephews. They whoa. Kid, Pat, why are we squabbling? Oh, no, no. They were a little upset that their favorite person left. Uh-huh. They were at the front door because their favorite person left. Hmm. No, James didn't eat dinner. James just went out to go get the groceries for his mom because if he didn't do it now, he'll have to do it tomorrow, and he doesn't want to see his mom again. Although we're going to go back and give her groceries or her laundry anyway. So I don't know why James ends up being the laundry person when she pays a facility, but I don't. Anyway, that so let's see. They go big for Christmas. Oh no. Yeah, 3 siblings, 3 significant others, and 5 nieces and nephews. Here's the thing. I used to tell my sister Christmas gifts should be $25. Well, I granted things cost more. So okay, $50. $50 per person. That doesn't fly. In our family, it was always 150 to up to $400 per person. That is bankruptable. That's a lot of money. I can't do that. And I didn't do that. And there's people who did do that, and that's fine. And I graciously accepted their very ostentatious gift and handed them my very not expensive gift because I didn't have the money to do it. I'm not going to tell people how much to spend and what to buy, but I do think it's more fun when it's something. I like to buy things for gift wise that are consumable. I like candles, perfume, soap, things, towels, things that aren't things people use, practical gifts. I always have. My husband's family, toys, only toys. Toys, video games, DVDs, Xbox money, things like that. Things, fun things. I've always appreciated hand towels and soap and maybe the Pugsley, why are you barking in a sad, sad sound? I see you. Come here. He's going to come back. I swear. He didn't abandon you. Oh, they're not happy. Consumables, yeah. Tend to have too much. Yeah, we have a lot of stuff, and the thing about stuff is it accumulates, right? I like it when people pay attention and they know I like teddy bears, and they know what brand of teddy bears I like, and they're like, "Oh, I found this for you. I thought you'd like it." That's great. Or I love you love this tea. I bought this tea for you. I love that. Who doesn't like a gift? I love gifting as well as getting gifts. I think it's fun. I love it. But I want it to make sense, you know? Um, Luxational as I like to give. I gave the lady that worked at the McDonald's drive-through one of my bracelets right off my wrist today. She said, "Oh, I like your bracelet. Thanks, honey. Take one." That's so cool. See, that makes me happy. Things like that. Things that make somebody's day brighter and better. And, buying them lunch, going to dinner. I'd much rather go to dinner with my friends than get gifts. I'd much rather take that because here's the deal. That was the little one. That was hilarious. Wednesday, every time they hear a door slam now, they're running to the front of the house barking like that because they're not happy. They are not happy that their person is not here. I'm here. I've been here all day. I've taken you out and fed you. Okay, no, I didn't feed you, but I gave you treat. Yeah, they don't care. um, so I just like doing stuff like that. So, like for Christmas this year, um, my sister's the opposite of me. My sister's the one who wants the lavish, expensive gifts. She's the one who wouldn't do name drawing. Exactly. Like, "Ma, who are you? We want dad." Like, "But dad's way cooler than you." Well, and intentionally, I have been more hands off with them because I wanted them to bond with James because these are James's. I mean, he wanted pugs. It was not an option. He wanted pugs. I'm like, okay. And I wanted them to be very much like they're your dogs. I want them to be very attached to you. Um, Milo was mine. Milo was my dog. I mean, I love Watson and I love these two, but they are definitely dad's kids. It's funny to see that in the 2 weeks, I guess this is the third week we've had them, how their personalities have changed. How they've kind of playing with toys more, talking more, being a little bit more bossy. They're like, "Excuse me, I need to get down," or that. They make the funniest sounds. And when they're in, oh, the door just slammed. It might be the neighbors, it might be James. Let's see. Hey, puppies. I think it was the neighbors. Ronnie, I truly hope she did. I let her pick out the one she wanted. That's so cool. Mhm. Um, has Wednesday come out ever? Yes, she has. Wednesday has come out. She's a little bit more like she's playing more. She snuggles a bit more. She still snaps at him because he's annoying to her. He's if you pet Wednesday, Pugsley comes right over. So you have to actually pet Pugsley and then secretly pet Wednesday. She got to pick it out herself. That's awesome, especially about the bracelets. That's cool. I am, yeah. So I bought 3 bookshelves. I did buy 2 bags on a rebound. Should have. Um, we're not gonna talk. Well, I'm gonna have to tell James. It's not like I can't not tell him. Like, hun, remember you said I wasn't supposed to buy anything? I bought some things. But I told him that it's not going to be as easy for me to just stop buying things, especially if this is my major stress coping mechanism. And he understands that. So, but we have a plan. We have a goal. We're just working towards it. Yeah. The reason I'm talking about Christmas is because I've already shopped for all my Christmas. All my Christmas is bought. If I didn't buy it already, they're not getting it. That's just the way it is because James is like, we're done. And I'm like, okay, we're done. So my niece and nephew, my sister, they're all shopped for. The only people we normally wait till the last minute, honestly, is my um, nephew, because, well, James's nephew, because he just wants money. And he's 19 now. I'm not sure he's going to get much from us. I'm at the point where, like, sir, you need to go to work. You're not going to college. And he's living at home with mom and dad. And for whatever reason, his family, and I don't get how this works. When I was a teenager, not even an adult, a teenager, I would try to make and gift and use allowance or whatever money I had to buy gifts for my family. Somehow, his family, they're gift takers, not gift givers. So we have an aunt, James has an aunt who has given them a gift every year, you know, nephew, spouse, you know, you know, great nephew, I guess at that point. I think if it's your nephew's child, but that so if I'm an aunt and my niece had a kid, I don't know, whatever it's called. Anyway, she's been buying them gifts for 18 years. They've never bought her anything because they have to mail it. I'm like, what? I'm like, they give you a gift for birthday and for Christmas every year for as long as I've been in this family, and you've never sent them a gift? Because one year, like an idiot, I asked. I said, "Hey, what did you get Aunt blah blah blah?" And like, "Oh, we don't." Like, what? It's like, "Oh no, we don't give them. We don't send anything." I'm like, "What? Not even a card. Like literally, not even a card." Hmm. Great aunt. Okay, great aunt. Thank you, Dee. So the great aunt would send gifts to her nephew, great nephew, I guess. And nephew and great nephew and daughter, or nephew, her niece-in-law. Marriage. Um, and then they never sent thank you cards. They never. I don't know. My family has always been so spread out. You've always, even if you couldn't afford a gift, you sent a card. Most people can spare the dollar for postage. You know. Yeah, I agree, Luxational, but that's how it was in his family. That's still how it is in his family. And his family, so what they did was the parents, James's parents, would write all the thank you notes for the kids as they were growing up, send all the gifts of the family, but never expected or taught the children how to do that themselves. So when the children grew out of being children and into adults, they never sent gifts to grandpa and grandma. They never got gifts for their parents. They literally were gift receivers, not givers. And I'm like, I think your parents missed something when they taught you how to do this. You know? So I keep telling Jenny, and Jennifer and I are over givers. We give too much. So I said it's not a good balance. I mean, there should be a balance. We're just a bad balance. We give too much. That's why I'm kind of worried about, you know how in our group of Facebook, or not Facebook, but YouTube friends, the Gaudy Gang, which is Gwenny, Winnie, Yota, who am I missing? Dawn, Autumn. Those are the original um, cohort of friends in YouTube land. They, for years, have just been gifting each other things. And then 2 or 3 years ago, they went into just drawing names for gifting. And then they incorporated a few more people into their gifting circle. And then it became kind of a kerfuffle because the original five always overly generously gave gifts up and up. I think they had like $150 limit, but nobody ever followed it, and it was like a $500 gift for each person, right? Each of them drew names. And it was organized by Autumn, and then they did the gift thing. And I think last year there was a couple different tiers of gifting, and um like some people were like I said I need to be on the not the platinum gift level, but the silver, bronze, maybe bronze level, because I like giving gifts, but I don't want to spend the Gaudy game where I mean, if you go back a couple years and watch their videos on Christmas and their Secret Santa exchanges, you're looking at Gucci, Versace, Hermes, and Louis. That's what they're gifting, right? I am like Michael Kors over here. Maybe a Dooney. Like I gift Dooney because I love Dooney, so I'm in a different tier of gifting. Um and I think last year Autumn gave out some Diptyque candles, and I think those candles are like super expensive. Like just the little thing on top was like $50, and that's not even the candle. And I'm like, $50 for a candle topper? I'm like, that's gotta be some candle topper. So I mean, things I don't have. I've never seen a diptyque candle. I have no idea how awesome they are. I don't care. Um, and I selfishly want to see her Coach collection. Lex. Oh, Ronnie, her Coach collection's cool. I've seen a lot of it. Um, I loved Luxations. I gave a bag to Eric's little cousin. The mother never had her daughter call me to say thank you, and yeah, yeah, it's a generation. They just accept to get gifts, and there's no reciprocation. There's no thank you. They just expect to get the things. Um, Lex says, and Ronnie, I'm gonna show pictures of this specific Italian man so we can blacklist him. Okay. And I'm selfishly want to see your collection. Yeah, Ronnie. Children. Anyhow, um, so gifting is like I'm kind of like, if there's a Secret Santa gifting organizational thing happening this year, I'm not in it, guys. I'm not in it. Dee Dee normally loves doing this, but when Dee Dee did hers with Valentine's, apparently I screwed up on that one. So we had a budget, and then we did Elfster, and we were able to do things, and I had a great time. Raelle was my gift giver, and I gifted to Melissa's Corner. And there was rules, but I didn't know we weren't supposed to share the rules. Like when I shared the rules, like we have a budget, and but nobody else mentioned it. Only I did. I'm like, oops, because I'm like, that's the rules. So I'm doing Vlogmas, but I'm starting in November. What did he do? Yeah. Oh, he's back every day for November to December. Hey, James, they protested greatly. They squabbled. They were very upset with you. Are you okay?
No.
What happened?
Back.
The purple one, isn't it hanging on the? It was hanging in there for a long time.
Uh-huh.
Okay, then it's going to be in her room, probably on her bed. James is going to have to go back to see his mom. This is a bad Friday. Um, oh, that's some. I'm actually. I think I have all of November scheduled. Let me look real quick. Videos. My November videos. Yes, I have all of November scheduled. Um, I don't have anything for December yet, so I'm actually not too far ahead. Normally, I'm a couple months ahead. I've been purposely slowing down on filming and batch filming and to get more current live time so that by the end of November, you'll see the setup in my videos. Um, and I'm going to be getting do my videos are going to go from unboxing videos to my bag review videos of the bags I'm using. My views are down, my subscribers are down, all the analytics are down, I'm okay with that. This is a hobby. I try not to look at the analytics because when you look at metrics, you want to, and as an overachieving person, um, it's really hard to see things like that because it's like, oh, I'm not doing as well. But it's not I don't want it's not about getting more subscribers. It's about connecting to the subscribers and members I have. So I'm not going to be sitting here like, oh, I need more people to watch my content. No, no, no. People who want to watch my content will watch my content if they find it. It doesn't matter. It matters in the point that the people who do watch, thank you everybody, and who interact and hang out with me every week are getting what they want out of the content, which is interaction and talking and reading the comments and responding to comments because a, a one-sided conversation is never fun. And I always like the lives better because it is interactive. Oh my gosh, they're acting like they're dying. Children, oh my gosh, he's gonna be so upset. By the time he gets home tonight, he's worked the whole day. He has been sick. He has already gone to his mom's, got her special food order. Pugsley, Wednesday. You're not dying. It's okay. Oh, did he put you in? He put them on the crate. Oh, did he? I think he put them in the crate. They're like, man. Um, but I love Vlogmas. What do you want to see with Vlogmas? I haven't filmed my December videos, so my December videos can be open for what you want to see. I got, huh? You yes, interaction is fun. Oh yeah, Julie, interaction is the fun part. Bryce said you only married one. Yes. Um, there's a side conversation in the chat for those who are just listening, with Lexational. Um, technically, Ronnie. Mm-hmm. Uh, Huge group family chat. Yes, we do. This is a huge group family chat. That's exactly what it is. And I like it that we do it on a Monday and a Friday so we can get the work week and everything happening. I don't know if I can do vlogs, Ronnie. I can try doing more vlogs on my membership, but my to do a vlog, I have to use my phone. And to upload those are more short videos. I can try doing Vlogmas with because I don't edit. And that's the thing. If you see most people's Vlogmases, they edit. And it's a lot of work. When you edit, as soon as you edit content, any editing, you can just slice something out. As soon as you slice something out, the compression time to reprocess that in your software, that's one part of it. But then the load time into YouTube Studio is hell. When people sometimes say it takes them 4 hours to load something, it's the truth because you have to compress it, then it has to load up into the system, and then it goes through a verification process, right? So my 5-minute videos I can load from my home computer pretty fast. But if I'm using my cell phone, that 3-minute video I posted to the members took my phone at home on my network 30 or 40 minutes for a 3-minute video to upload, no editing. And so that's why people say how much work vlogs are. Vlogs are tremendously amount of work. Um, you get film switching out your mic. Yes, Ronnie, I'm gonna be doing that. I'm gonna be doing that. I do that. I'm starting to do that now anyway with my daily videos. So, um, hey, Grace, I loved your call-in to Super Dacob. I listened to it on the replay, and wow, very cool. If you guys didn't watch Super Dacob's Halloween live, at the very end of his like 3.5, almost 4-hour live, Grace called in. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. Um, Super Dacob had a tarot card, and he was answering questions, and okay, there's a reasons why I don't do tarot readings. I don't want to know. I literally don't want to know. I think it's great when other people do it and they know, and I think that's cool, but I don't want to know. um, and it's because I do believe, which is why, yeah. Did you something like Meredith with Collection Miss? Oh my gosh, Ronnie, Collection Miss. I might be able to do that because as these 3 bookshelves show up, I will be able to get my collection out of the bins, and my hope is to do entire cases of just branded items, all Coach, all Dooney, all other. That's my goal. So that I can do huge collections. Um, Happy Halloween, guys. Yep, we already had it, but yay! I know. I feel like Halloween is the last fun holiday until uh next Halloween. Because Thanksgiving and Christmas to me have a lot of family drama associated with them. Um Luxational Ronnie, unfortunately for a man with a ha. Grace says, wow, sounds cool. Organization can be fun too. Hard work, but payoff is awesome. Yes, you have to make a mess to make it better. That's the problem with organizing. You have to take everything out to reorganize it. Normally is just a nightmare. People who do organizational things for fun, I really admire because I cannot do it. Um, I can't. Oh, and by the way, Dee Dee is on vacation. I think she's driving up to Galveston. She's gonna be gone for like half the month. Um, yeah, this is the time of year I don't like doing vacations. Like I don't want to do a cruise. I don't like doing cruises and maritime cruises. Merry. So it's a play on maritime, but maritime. So for the Disney cruises and for the week of Thanksgiving and the week of Christmas, very expensive. All of the vacations, because if you have kids, that's the only time you can go. That's families. So James and I, we like to cruise in January. It's low season. It's we're not going on a boat to go swimming. We're not going to the beaches to go swimming. So for us, it's a pleasant just hang out on the boat. Sorry, I'm not well. Anyhow, so I can show you how I package and something I can do is film getting my Christmas things together. Because now what I do for the month of November is now that everything has been purchased, this is now when I start wrapping everything. I start wrapping and putting things in compartments. I have 3 families that I wrap things for. So James's family that's here, my sister's family that's here, and then my friends. And I have friends, and a lot of my friends' gifts have to get out because they all have to be mailed. Nobody lives locally. And we don't exchange gifts with my other sisters. I don't exchange gifts with them. We do cards. My second eldest, she'll send us a gift on Christmas Day, which is very generous of her and super appreciated. Um, Oh yeah, it's yeah, she's driving to Galveston and they're going on a cruise for like 14 days or something. They'll be gone. It's a long cruise. They're going to like three different, wait a minute. Is it Galveston or is it the other side? I can't remember. But it's like three different ports. It's a big cruise. Um gift wrapping video vlogs. Yep. Oh man, I'm not ready yet. Still haven't bought stuff. Yeah, see that's the thing. Um that's the thing about buying stuff like right now. I recommend it because some of the best, coolest items are at the TJ Maxx and Marshalls and those cool gifting things. The longer you wait, the less of them are there. People get kind of. I personally like buying Christmas gifts in January. I start buying for Christmas in January, and by the time November hits, I'm already done. I'm already done. The ones that are left are things I forgot. You know, maybe I left it to James to pick something out, and he could never pick something out. But my niece and nephews, they're easy. They're kids, toys. You know, my sister, I bought her stuff months and months ago. And my brother-in-law, if we gave him a Nintendo Switch, my sister gave my husband her Apple Watch. I said Christmas is done. We might do little things for their stockings. The stockings actually cost us more to do than anything else because we end up going to get candy and filling in all those stockings and it's not it's my least favorite thing to do and I don't even like getting them anymore. I liked them a lot when people would make one for me, but now it's me making them and I don't enjoy it. And I don't really want candy. Oh yes, I did hear talking about going to another. Yeah, so yeah, Dee Dee goes on cruises. Is their major form of vacationing because it's somehow her blood work and her numbers and her everything comes back better after she's been on a boat, which is nice. I mean, maybe it's the weather, maybe it's the lack of stress, maybe it's you know cruises are great because there's a dining room facility, there's wait staff, there's housekeeping, and they're pretty high up there on their cruising benefits, so they have so much laundry given to them, they have so much stuff that's gratuity included, they have a nice room and she can just get on her scooter and go all over the ship and he can go do stuff and they can communicate. So I do really enjoy cruising. Pugsley, you're not in your crate. You're right there. Seriously. Ugh. I know I'm not your favorite human. I know I'm not. I know you're sad. He's coming back. I promise. He's like, but I want him to be with me now. No, you're not going to go beat up on your sister either, just because you're cranky. He's 7. Everything is there on the cruise. Yes, there's shopping, there's restaurants, there's shows, Broadway shows, there's lounges, there's comedy shows, there's if all you want to do is hang out at a bar, they got that too. And they have drink packages where you can just sit there and drink fruity cocktails all day if you want to, or drink beer all day if you want to. I don't want to. I am never been a huge drinker anyway of alcoholic beverages of any type. Um, and especially, I'll drink tea and coffee like a banshee, like all day long. But alcohol's not my thing. I think it's because my parents are pretty much alcoholics. I'll be honest. They wouldn't say they're alcoholics, but when you drink a drink every single day at 5 o'clock, I think that counts. You're just saying. And and my mother drinks two drinks of alcohol, and I'm like, okay, time to go. See you later. Bye. I don't like my mother after two. One alcoholic drink is great. Second alcoholic drink is okay. After number two, time to leave. Like, I'm leaving now. Bye. See ya. And so I'm not really a huge fan of beverages of the adult variety because it's like what they call loose lips sink ships. Mm. well, your 20s and 30s when you go out and you're going to a bar, you're meeting people, you're socializing, that's what you do. Um, Now there's more of a coffee culture now that I can go to a bar and get a cappuccino at midnight. Well, before it used to be like, no, we only have you can get Kahlua, you know. Anyhow, not a huge drinker. So on a boat, I'm not a huge drinker either. I don't even drink. It's funny. They're always say, "Oh, you can get whatever you want. It's unlimited." That's great. I love the fact that it's unlimited. I don't want it. I would like a cup of coffee, please. um, so the only thing open after midnight. I'm weird. I've never liked to drink at a party. I don't either, Ronnie. I'm a bookworm. I like sitting and reading a book. Would rather. That's what I like about cruises is I can sit in my room and read a book or do needlework. I'll do needlework on the adult only lounge area, so there's no children under 18 in there. There's a pool area and a coffee area that's only for adults 18 and up. And sometimes you'll have children run through it, but yeah, the staff is pretty good about ushering those kids to the kids section. And so I can sit there quietly and I'm listening to my headphones and I'm you doing stitching and I'm listening to audiobooks and I'm drinking coffee, looking at the ocean, and it is the best vacation. My favorite days on a boat is literally sea days, which are most people's least favorite time on a boat. I like the traveling on the open water more than I like ports. I don't care about ports at all. I don't get off at ports. Mobility is an issue. Masses of people don't interest me. Also, why when we do cruise, James and I prefer the Disney Magic. The Disney Magic is the first Disney cruise boat, hence it's also the smallest boat. So I don't do the huge big fleet boats like the Carnival, like the ones that Dee Dee goes on, they're like floating palaces. They're just like huge. They're huge deals. My boat, not the same as her boat, and it still has several thousand. It still has like 3 or 4 thousand people occupancy on the boat I go on. She goes on boats that are bigger than that. I mean, these are huge boats. Um, well, at least you know your limit, Jackie. Oh, my mom knows her limit. She just doesn't care. Mom, mom knows that the thing is, my mom after 2 drinks is, everything wrong I've ever done. Normally she'll keep that under wraps and she won't bring it up. But if I'm in the room with her and she's had, let's say on drink number 3, she'll look at me and she'll start complaining because we aren't the kid. We did not turn out the way she wanted us to. And she likes to remind us of that. And then she'll bring up all her past issues with my father. I don't care. It was not my marriage. It was her marriage. You are my parents. I love you both. You know, dad was not a good husband. He was not even the world's best dad, but he loved me and I loved him. He did the best he could. That's all parents ever do. He paid for my schooling. He took care of us. He taught me things I needed to know and things I didn't know. I found out how to do it. So I'm very lucky. He was verbally abusive. I didn't have really good self-esteem, but at the end of the day, he did everything he could that he knew how to do to make sure Jennifer and I had a good start in life. And that's all you're supposed to do as a parent. We were lucky, you know? That's the thing I'm talking to you about, like talking about the stuff I'm hearing coming out with Sean Combs, P. Diddy. It's not so much what he did, but what all the people he is like the nexus point, but things are coming out now about what happened to people around him in those environments. And I'm like, where were your parents? Where, like, stuff about Will Smith's kid, Jaden, he's flat out said that his dad sold him to Diddy, apparently. I'm like, what? I'm like, where, what? I'm like, please tell me. I don't need to know this, but why, what? And he said it. And people have been talking about this stuff, the same stuff with Weinstein and the same stuff with lots of rumors, lots of talk, lots of people knew. No one said anything. No one pressed charges. No one, you know, it's just like, where are your parents? And then you find out it was the parents that did it. I'm like, my parents might have been strict and they might have been verbally abusive, but we were sheltered and taken care of. It's like Hollywood, no thank you. Girl, you're old enough to tell your mom, grow. Oh yeah, well no, here's the thing. It's easier than that, Lux. I just don't talk to my mom. I love my mother. I love my mother dearly. But we live across an ocean. She lives over in Denmark, and half the year and half the year she lives in Thailand. She chooses not to be in America. She knew when my parents divorced, that we would be living in America. You know, we weren't going to be going back to Thailand. It was her choice. You know, so she's the one. So when she comes to visit, we try to keep the peace and we just move along. I see her. I'm going to see her for 1 week the year after next. And that's only because we are paying for the room at Disney so she can come and hang out with her grandkids. Not that she's gonna come next summer to hang out to see her grandkids. Where are the parents? Yeah, I always like, where's like all the stuff with Cosby? All the stuff with these kids. I kind of wonder, like, all the Disney girls, all the stuff that came out after this. Like, what in the heck? Where were the people? You know, the stuff that came out with what's his name? Corey. I can't remember his last name. All these teen and all these young stars and all these Hollywood people. I'm like, man, it's like Jennifer says, Bill Cosby always gave me that ick feeling when he was the host of those kid shows. I am just like, and here's the thing, when the kids say something, people say, oh no, you're just making it up. You just want publicity. You just want money. I'm like, are you sure? I mean, how many kids have to say something? I think their parents saw dollars and that was that. Corey Feldman. Yes, Jennifer. Corey Feldman. And there's two of them. There's two Corys. And one wrote a book. The one that wrote a book. Oh, stuff that happened with the kid from Home Alone. I can't remember. Macaulay Culkin. His stuff is tame compared to what's happening out now. Huh. All I have to say is that even with the most strictest of what do you call them? Helicopter parents and show moms, but you've seen those shows like Toddlers and Tiaras and Dance Moms, and sometimes the moms are the driving force. Corey Ames, yes. Corey Ames and Corey Feldman, those two. But it just makes me really think differently. Honestly, I don't watch television anymore. I don't watch sitcoms. I don't watch films. I mean, like, TV. I don't watch television series anymore. Um, I watch movies. Sometimes I go to movie theaters and I watch YouTube. I'm live. I read books still. I'm still reading the book on my members video. Yeah, we're taking a break. Um, yeah, some of the moms there, but that thing with like Honey Boo Boo, like what's her name? Ashley or something. Her real name's Ashley, and her mom, I can't remember. She was like a extreme couponer, and then she also did her spin-off show. I can't remember what it was. And then um I don't remember but the kid, like that poor kid, you know, grew up on television, not in a flattering way. Yeah, I wouldn't put my kids in Hollywood. I'm not sure I care how much talent they had. I have a friend I know locally here. Her children are very gifted, super talented, and her son was one of the Disney kids. He was in a Disney group and he toured when he was younger. He was very, very good, but as he grew up, he wasn't able to go further in the Disney, cattle call. So he stopped as an adult. He's a DJ now. So his life now is he's a DJ. And I don't think his mom thought that's what he was gonna do with life when he did all these, um, let's let's promote your singing and your performance and you wanna and his being in a group singing, that he's now, you know and he loves what he does, but and the other daughter is actually probably even better than he was, but she didn't want to do that. Anyway, you never know. Like Seychelles says, my kid's an introvert. Yeah. My sister's kid, the daughter is an introvert. The son is an extrovert right now. We don't know if that'll change. Um, you couldn't watch the I couldn't watch the Osbournes. Always thought, why? I didn't understand. My sister listened to Ozzy. She went to Ozfest. I never understood how that family would put their self like that on television. Um, at least it felt at least a little bit more genuine that they were screwed up. Whereas with the Kardashian family, it feels more scripted, but they've been going for 20 years. People still watch the Kardashians. I've never actually watched a single episode of the Kardashians. I think I've seen a clip or two, but I don't want my well, I'm on YouTube, so most of my life is on YouTube, but the way they've edited that stuff and having a camera crew following you and no. But when we were 20 years ago, we watched stuff on MTV like The Real World and Road Trip or something. I can't remember what it's called. They got a bunch of people, strangers, into a mini Winnebago and travel. And then, now they have similar things. Like I think something's called Big Brother. I don't know what that is. I haven't watched it. Um, I used to love the Kardashians. I watched them from the beginning, but stopped before they left E. They all changed for the worse. I don't know how it can be um very genuine, the Kardashians, when every time you are a brand, you as a person are a brand now, and everything you say reflects upon your brand, you know. So I don't really understand how they all think like business women. I mean, they're all very rich and doing very well. I'm not and fine, they own companies and they are companies and they're all beautiful, but it doesn't seem like their love lives are very um relatable. you know when I think I was listening to some entertainment or some news blog about how Beyonce's daughter was having a birthday and Kim Kardashian's daughter came over and it was like I can't I you know it isn't something I understand. you know Jersey Shore is luck. I never watched that. I miss old MTV when they played videos. I miss music videos. It was a fun show at first, but that slowly saw progression of their wealth. Yeah, I love the Jersey Shore. I think anything that became popular started off because it had good appeal and people liked. I mean, like there was The Hills and all kinds of weird when it was new. But reality TV is low production value. Scripted television is actually very high production value. It costs a lot more to do. You have to have a script. You have to have writers. You have to have set. There's lighting. There's lots of stuff that happens. Um, so it's a lot cheaper to produce these reality TV shows that are also semi-scripted anyway. Family Vacation. I have no idea what Family Vacation is. Um, are you okay?
Annoyed.
Did she need something in that? I guess not. You brought it back.
Yeah, he thought it would fit her room here.
Her power cord for her computer was damaged by the
I
staff.
tried switching
Yeah.
just the prong cable.
Yeah.
The whole brick is
Yeah.
toast. So basically shorted.
Well, she from the contact Dell. Didn't you buy it directly
What's
from
that?
Dell?
Yeah.
So we used to contact them and buy all their power bricks and
Yes,
cable.
but they were going to pay for it. So she's going to wait for who knows how long. But I'm going to try to eat.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off here and come join you. Anyway, I'm gonna get off. Thank you for hanging out with me. I can't believe I've been up speaking for 2 hours, with the way I sound. And I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna stop talking, and I'm gonna go hang out with James and go to bed. Very fun and extremely exciting. But hey, aren't we happy it's November? We're 2 months to the finish line. 2 months to the finish line. I do enjoy New Year. New Year is my absolute favorite holiday. Not that I celebrate as going out and staying up till midnight. I greet the New Year every year the same way, sleeping. I just like the fact that the calendar changes. So anyway, thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for being my friends. Thank you for all the well wishes. And yeah, I now have developed a headache, so I'm gonna take some Tylenol and eat something and go to bed. So good night, everybody.